If your right foot is on the ground and you use the front brake, I'm just going to pop it in neutral, and the bike starts to go over, if you can get a foot down and stop it, fantastic. But folks, if your bike gets over further and your back and groin muscle is screaming, get your leg out of the way and crash. They make hundreds of them every day. Sorry, Yamaha, but they sell lots of parts this way. Now, we've seen a lot of people crash, and as I said earlier, I'm vastly experienced at it. Men seem to react a little differently than ladies. Gentlemen stand up and they do this. I think they're looking for a witness. Their buddy is going to be coming around the corner and realize that their friend is a loser. So men often panic. It could be in second gear still, the back wheel's doing 40 kilometers an hour, and they panic and they throw the bike up, throwing their back out. The back tire hits the ground and it crashes over there. So our rule of thumb is once the bike's on the ground, whatever damage I've done, it's already happened. Don't hurt your back. Let's make sure somebody stops and puts their four-ways on to block for us. Usually it's in a parking lot. And then to pick it up, there's many different, I'll tell you what I've seen women do first. They stand up and do this. Or slap their husband. Because he was the idiot that took them down that road. So it's obviously that guy's fault. Now there's many ways to pick up a motorcycle. Police departments around the world, many of them use a big bike like a decker with a crash bar and big saddlebags. So the bike isn't really flat on the ground. It's 3/4 of the way. So it's easier to pick up a big touring bike or something with bags with your butt in the seat and walk backwards. This style of bike, you can see the tires are completely off the ground. I don't think I can get my butt that low to get it up in the air. So a system I learned as an adventure bike rider, I'm a BMW instructor, and they taught us this way with the handlebars. If you can, turn your bar so the wheel's pointing up as high as it can. I dropped my bike on the gear shifter side. It's in neutral. That means if I try to pick it up with the handlebar on the clutch side, it's going to roll away on me. So a trick, if you don't have bark busters, take one glove off, squeeze your front brake on, put your glove over the throttle and the front brake, and tighten the strap of your glove. Now your glove's holding that front brake locked, so when you lift your bike, it doesn't roll away on you. If you have bark busters, I carry a little scarf when I want to look cool in my pocket, and I tie a knot around it, accomplish the same thing. Now, 2 stages. Stage 1, just want to put the tires on the ground. So with the mirror, I'm going to lift it. See that? That takes no strength or skill. I'm just putting the tire on the ground. The second stage, I'll show you here. I'll be flat-footed, put my palm of my hand underneath the bottom of the handlebar, and then I'm going to go from flat foot, thrusting upwards onto tippy toes, and the bike will walk right up. Let me show you how. So stage 1 and 2. And be careful, sometimes when our baby's on the ground, adrenaline is pumping. I did drop a Goldwing once, breaking the turn signals on the left side. And I needed turn signals for the other side. So be careful when you crash it that way. Now, again, your bike's been on the ground. Is the shifter bent? Is the foot peg bent? Is the clutch lever broken off? Adrenaline's pumping, we're embarrassed, we want to get out of there. Sometimes we take off and our bike isn't ready to. So be very careful, check it over first. That 2 minutes of checking it over lets adrenaline subside and will show any injuries that we have.